The people are your greatest resource. What's the greatest resource of your people? It's a tough question, isn't it? But it's obvious because it is your health. But I find more and more organizations don't look at health as a business strategy. If you said optimal performance, if I was working with each one of your teams, this is what I would tell you. You need to have 2 micro breaks in the morning before lunch. You need to have 2 micro breaks in the afternoon. What is a micro break? It's as simple as this. You do stretching for about 15 to 30 seconds because motion creates positive emotion, it helps energy. And then we focus on breath. That's a micro break. That's simple. You could teach this maybe 1 to 2 minutes each micro break during the day because people, you want to have them more engaged because you're doing a heck of a job already. But the key is as your workforce ages, you need to take care of the workforce along the way, and that's optimal performance. So this just helps people to say, okay, what can I do to kind of slow things down a little bit? So I fly Hong Kong to Seoul, Seoul to Seattle, Seattle back to Detroit. Everybody's melting down, long week, we're tired, we're exhausted. So we get into Seoul, Korea, we're delayed out of Hong Kong, and now we're late. We're missing our flight. We drop off in Seoul, Korea, in the airport at 4 a.m., the airport's closed, everybody's a mess. I look around and I see you can get a massage at 6 a.m., they open up. I had a 90-minute massage in Seoul, Korea. Then I took a hot and cold shower, I got out, I was like feeling amazing. It's 10 o'clock in the morning, we're getting on the flight. Everybody goes, why are you so happy? I go, because I feel awesome. What did you do differently than, were you taking some kind of drugs or something? Were you drinking in the bar? What were you doing? I said, I got a massage. I had a micro break. I was training this guy years ago. His name was Lou Brandt, executive at this printing company, 75 years old. This guy was a tough guy. I love this man to death. I love this guy. And he said to me one day, he said, you know, Chris, my energy level's not great. I eat about noon and I don't eat until 9 o'clock at night. Got all these meetings, blah, blah, blah. I just don't have any energy. What should I do? I said, why don't you make a smoothie? Everybody can do this in your group. Pack your smoothie. You could have somebody make it at work, whatever, but you pack it. What do I put in it? Okay, here we go. I want you to take 3 cups of water. I want you to take 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds. I want you to put some spinach in there, some bananas, frozen fruit, the list goes on. He's all excited. Comes back the next day. That was the nastiest smoothie I've ever had. I go, Lou, tell me, what did you do? He goes, I made it exactly like you said. I put 3 cups of water. I put 3 cups of hemp seeds. I said, Lou, 3 tablespoons. You put in 3 cups? Was I not supposed to? I go, no, 3 tablespoons, Lou, you missed the point. I said, what was it like to drink that? He goes, it was like mud. I said, Lou, it was mud. So you have to make mistakes because people say all the time, it didn't work the first time. Nothing works the first time. We're all familiar with Captain Sully. I have a couple of buddies of mine that are pilots. I said, could you have landed that plane on the Hudson? And they said, no way. I don't have the capacity to fly that plane and land it. Tell me more about that. You know, Captain Sully was a fighter pilot. Captain Sully was a glider pilot. He understood G-force, he understood no force. And so at that day, at that time, he had that capacity to use everything in his power, his potential, to land that plane in the Hudson. Saved 158 people. Okay? So that's what I want you to think about today. As you build your capacity, it's not innate, you have to build it. Because as you build your capacity, you will have the ability to do more, you'll have the ability to have more. And I'm not saying have more from a personal standpoint, I'm talking about have more in your life. More relationships, more friendships, more energy, all that kind of stuff. And last but not least, you have the ability to give more.